Welcome back to another episode interview with Bitcoin on YouTube channel and Ricardo with me, CEO of Patex Ecosystem. And as you know, the Patex will be launched as soon. That is why we would like to learn more about Patex and what they are actually doing. I'm pretty excited to start. Welcome, Ricardo. How are you doing?
Thanks, Ines. I'm doing well. Just recovered from COVID, my first time, but now I'm doing great. It's good to be here with you.
Whoa, you will. I hope you will get soon. You will be better as soon as possible. I hope so, Ricardo. Thanks for accepting our interview request because I know you are super busy and you get sick. Hope, as I said, you will be better. Before the start the interview, could you tell us more, especially your background and what you are actually doing and when did you start to work in the Web3 space? I'm pretty excited to learn more. Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, my background is in computer science and also marketing. And, for the past more than 20 years, I've been basically helping international companies enter the Latin American market. I'm from Brazil, so I have helped several companies in different markets. And because I have this interest about technology, I heard about Bitcoin very early on. At first, I thought it was just a curious thing, just a nerd money for the internet. I didn't give it too much attention, but then I kept reading about it in newsletters, in the news, and it kind of piqued my interest. But only in 2016, that's when I decided to really stop and look at it and read the white paper and install everything on my computer, test it out. And after a few months studying, then I said, whoa, this is something revolutionary. So I decided at that point that I would work with crypto in general for the rest of my life, because I think that we are in the middle of a transformation of society. Because money is a key component of society, and everything, all the innovation that is happening on top of crypto in general is very exciting. So that's when I started. And then after I spent some time just doing some work on my own and doing some consulting, then I started to do what I did before, which is helping international companies launch in Brazil and Latin America. So, but this time for crypto companies. So Ripio is an exchange from Argentina. They wanted to enter Brazil. So I started their operation, built everything from the ground up, regulation, team, marketing, everything, and I managed to bring Ripio from zero basically up to one of the top players in Brazil. And we even made an acquisition in the local market of a competitor, which made it grow even faster. And after that, then Binance came after me. They kept asking me if I wanted to work for them. And then at one point I accepted. So I was the head of Binance in Brazil. I basically launched Binance in Brazil. Took Binance from non-existent in the top 10 to number one in Brazil as well. So it was exciting. Of course, Binance is huge. It's not that I took it to number one, but it was during my stay there. So I did that. And then I also helped Crypto.com launch in the region, launch their card and everything. And did that for a couple other companies like B2Me, which is an exchange from Spain, for a short time because their plans changed. But still, I put together a team of 30 people and huge marketing efforts, and it was very successful for the time it lasted. So my background is in business within the Web3 and crypto world, and I'm very well connected in Latin America, in Brazil, well respected. So then now with Patex, it came to this point where me and also the rest of the team that we were pulling together all of our expertise in this market with several big names in the crypto world to really build a huge ecosystem for Latin America specifically, with all the lessons learned from the largest companies in the world, and we're bringing it to Patex.
Wow, I'm really impressed from your background actually, because You were leading the Binance, head of Binance in Brazil, and touched a lot of maybe million people. And wow, very very impressive story actually. Another question: when did you make your first transaction with crypto?
Of course, I'm not going to remember exactly, but it was in 2016, sometime in
2016.
2016.
We,
Yes.
we can say an early adapter, one of the early adapter. That is why you can get that point because, yeah, great. So let's talk about a little bit more about the Patex because here is the main topic. Why you and your team have started with the Patex ecosystem? Because you guys doing a lot of stuff in this ecosystem.
Right. Yeah. And I think this is the right word, ecosystem, because it's not just one area that we are involved with. The Patex ecosystem has several different things, and the goal of the whole ecosystem is to fill a gap that we see in Latin America, because Latin America is a huge market. It's growing fast. It's like a hot spot currently because crypto adoption is growing fast, and also because of economic situations in some of the countries. This is an incentive for people to be more involved and learn about crypto. So over the past couple of years, adoption has been growing fast, and the trend is up. In Latin America, things will be very hot moving forward. And and of course, we know very well the market landscape in terms of regulation, in terms of communities, in terms of knowledge, also the issues, the problems that the region has. So based on that, we have a team that with people in Argentina, in Chile, in Brazil, also in the US, and people in Dubai. So all of that experience from the team, people on our team have worked for Huobi, for KuCoin, for several other large companies as well in Latin America. So we said, well, there is a big gap between the international companies, the large companies like Binance and so on, because they have great products and services, a lot of offerings and things like that, but they are not as connected to the local market. They don't care as much. They're not very interested in following the regulations or getting involved too much with regulations. In terms of communities, they produce content, but they're not engaged with the communities in the same way that the local companies are. So we see the international companies as one bucket of players, which have high quality but low knowledge and engagement in a local level. On the other hand, we have the other bucket, which is local and regional companies that are very connected with communities, very connected with the government regulations. They understand very well the landscape, but they don't have the same level of products and services that the international companies have. So there is a gap in the middle. So Patex, based on our vision for the region and our understanding, we are bringing a lot of products and services with top quality to rival the international companies, but at the same time being local, being regional, being connected to the communities, being really close to regulation, to understanding how the market works and reacting to the market on the ground level. So this way, we have the best of both worlds, right? We have the best products and services, which attracts people, and we have the connection, we understand. So this brings a level of proximity to the market that the international companies don't have. So this is one of the key points of our strategy. And of course, the market is huge in Latin America. It is growing, like I said. So by filling this gap, we're well positioned to be the top player in Latin America moving forward. That's the motivation behind it.
Wow, I think, be honest, it's really great vision. Congratulations, sir. And how is the crypto adoption in the Latin America? How do you describe this topic?
Well, in Latin America, each country has a different story, of course, but in general, crypto is very hot for the Latin American market right now. A lot of people, they are getting involved, even if it's just a little bit, just to learn. But it's interesting that in some countries that have a little more stability in the economy, like Brazil, for example, big driver for people to get into crypto is because they heard of a story of a friend or somebody else that made money. And so in Brazil is more like trying to get rich or trying to make some extra money. So it's about gaining more. In Argentina, on the other hand, is a little different. In Argentina, they're having economic problems. Their currency is devaluing a lot. So they and they are very used to dollarizing their savings, basically. So they receive their salaries, they buy dollars, US dollars, because they don't trust in their currency. And crypto came in, of course, as an easier way for that. So in Argentina, a lot of people now are using stable coins to dollarize, and also, of course, getting into other cryptos and other services. So it's two different scenarios in the same region, but both scenarios make people be interested in crypto, and this has been growing very fast, and it will grow even faster. But this also brings a good point that education is needed, because in all of the countries, people, they get into crypto just because they heard from a neighbor or from a friend, so they have no clue. So they sometimes they fall into scams or bad projects, or they lose money. So it is very important to educate this market. It is important for all markets, of course. New entrants into the crypto universe all over the world, they need education. But in Latin America specifically, the need is even more, it's stronger, because people are getting in very fast without knowing what they're doing. So that's why one of the pillars of our ecosystem is education.
Yeah, you mentioned education, but as you know, a lot of people they are thinking like blockchain, the same thing like crypto equal blockchain, but it's not. We know that it's not, because yeah, the part crypto is part of blockchain, but only 1%, and that is why a lot of people still lose their money because of without educational staff. And you guys, as a Patex ecosystem, doing a lot of stuff. You have different product, you have different vision, but you have also you guys also doing something for educational thing, right? And do you have any plan for educate them, especially who those don't know crypto information?
Yes. This is a very, very important part of our ecosystem. Our ecosystem is divided into three main pillars. One is a centralized exchange. So the exchange has many products and services, and it's a point of access for people to interact with Web3 and crypto services in general. The other pillar is our layer 2 blockchain, that we are positioning it to be the home for innovation in Web3 for Latin America. So it is a layer 2, which is a fork of Optimism, and it basically gives a very easy, fast, and cheap way for entrepreneurs, developers, and startups to innovate, to build things and launch for a large audience. So those are two pillars. And the third pillar is the Patex Campus, which is an educational platform that we built specifically for that. So yeah, it's a lot of high quality courses in video, and there are many levels in the campus. So people that don't know anything, they can start and at least get the basic concepts. People that know a little more, they can get more in depth into some specific features. And even we have one side of our educational platform, which is we call it career guidance, which is basically for professionals that work outside of crypto and Web3, like let's say a marketing professional that works in a traditional company, and they see that crypto is and Web3, the whole new economy that is building up with innovation. That's very interesting, but they don't know anything. So we have courses in several levels, and with testing and certification and so on, that someone from marketing, for example, they can take the track of marketing, crypto marketing, let's call it, and they learn all they need to be able to apply their marketing knowledge into the crypto world. So then after they get certified, basically this opens up the door for new jobs for this person in the crypto world. And just basically, especially for Latin America that has unemployment and economic problems, this opens up the whole world basically, because if they acquire the skills to work in this new industry, they can work remotely for any company in the world. And we have, like I said, marketing. We have for community management for people that want to start there, accounting, and so we're building a lot of tracks for professionals to be able to open up these new opportunities in our industry. So this is a very exciting and very, very interesting way of educating people as well.
Yeah, it's really, really impressive vision, as I said, because you're covering everything in the Web3 space. And how did you get that point? Why did you decide to do like this thing? Because you are doing more than one thing, more than one
Mhm.
task. How did you get that point?
Well, first we have a very strong team, and also we have very strong partners, and we have a lot of development capacity internally. So when we started to think about it, we said, okay, well, there are exchanges, there are layer twos, there are educational platforms, but for a person that wants to deal with this industry, it is important for them to have one place to go, that they can get educated, that they can access the financial services in general, and also that they can see all the innovation that is happening, new projects, and so on. So why do they need to keep jumping from one place to the other? So we said, okay, let's create this ecosystem, because then the person can just get into the ecosystem and have access to everything, especially with education involved. This is very good, because then they're not lost. They're not just shooting into the air. No, they can learn, use, and share. So everything in one ecosystem. So that's important, because just having one of those things, it's okay, but it's not the path to the future. People they want complete solutions, and that's what we're offering. And we were even working on some extra other things that I didn't mention. Let me just give you one example.
Sure.
Specifically in Brazil, we through one of our main investors, we're partnering with them, and we're creating a digital bank, a traditional digital bank that will be integrated in this ecosystem. So once the bank is launched, basically a person that creates an account at Patex, they will have access to all the financial services in crypto. They will have access to the education, everything else, but they will also have the option to have the bank account open, so they can pay bills, transfer money, and there will be integrations between the bank itself and the exchange. So then money can be transferred from one side to the other, so they can basically not even need a bank account outside of the ecosystem. And that's only for Brazil for now. That's the first one. Once we launch and things move on in that direction, then of course we have intention to do that in other countries in Latin America. And additionally, we are focused on Latin America, and that's the goal. That's their short-term goal or medium-term goal. But it is a global company, right? So
Yeah.
Patex has its sights on expanding, but we're not in a rush. Like, we want to do it right for Latin America. Once we do that, then we can expand into Europe and other parts of the world that we decide that makes sense to take the ecosystem.
Are you planning to expand and extend your network in the Turkish market?
Definitely, yeah. Turkey is a very hot market for crypto, and it has been for a long time. I've been monitoring, even back in the days that I was at Binance and so on. I watched the whole ecosystem grow in Turkey. So it is an exciting market that definitely we have our eyes on. Not on the short term, but it's in our plans.
Yeah, can't wait. Actually, here is a golden question. If you could describe just three words, Patex, what would it be?
The place to be for crypto
The
in Latin
place to
America for now.
be. More than three words.
Yes.
Anyway, that's good. Really good. All right. Actually, you have already answered my L question, but here is some question for get to know, especially your personal background. But I already told us, but I'm gonna ask. But you have to thinking, all right? Without thinking, just fast, okay?
Fast.
All right.
Okay. So it's gonna be my personal view, right, of things. So now I'm not talking on behalf of Patex. It's just my personal view. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Bitcoin.
Proof of work or proof of stake?
Proof of work.
All right. Technical analysis or fundamental analysis?
Technical analysis.
Leverage or no leverage?
Ooh, that's dangerous, but leverage is more fun.
All right. Daily trading or monthly trading?
Monthly trading.
Monthly trading, great. What is your favorite exchange?
Patex.
Patex. All right. What is your favorite wallet? Patex.
Wasabi.
Wasabi, great. And here is a golden question. If crypto would be movie, what would it be and why?
Okay. Crypto in general, right? Let's see. Ooh.
Crypto?
Matrix.
Matrix. Whoa.
Yeah.
Red pill and blue pill, right? Which one? Which one is preferred? Okay, it's I really liked our conversation, and I learned a lot of things from you, Ricardo, your valuable information. It was really nice to talk to you, and I'm pretty sure our community, Turkish and our European communities, European watchers, they will learn a lot of things from this video, from this content. If you would like to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Would you like to say something to Turkish community from here?
I really like Turkey. I would like to visit Turkey. I haven't been there yet, but soon perhaps Patex will be closer, and then I'll meet you in person in Turkey. And a big shout out to the community, which is very active in Turkey.
Thank you. It was so nice to talk to you, Ricardo. If you'd like to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. I will also provide you guys all of details about Patex. You can find out more information in description section. Thank you. See ya.